So I just want to take a minute to intro this. I've been sitting on this interview for about 6 months, and it just felt like all of a sudden, like, oh, I guess this is why. It was just meant to be. As Bruce has just announced the end of Juste Debout, it turns out that like a lot of the things we talked about are about all of the reasons for doing and then not wanting to do Juste Debout. And I so respect that he cut the cord. That's a really hard thing to do. And I come to you now from my new home in Saigon, Vietnam, and I have to say that more than he could know, like a large part of me doing this, like uprooting my life in LA and the United States and all of that, was because of our conversation, because I just felt like, oh my God, I just reached the top. I reached the whole top of the interview street dance game for me. Like, Bruce is the top. Like, what? And it caused a whole thing for many months, which those who watch my channel have seen, of me just kind of disappearing. Like, what is the meaning of all of this? And so it's like, it's just insanely special to me that I get to now share this really amazing, especially toward the end. If you see this thing all the way through, he says some really profound stuff at the end of this. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. And I'll talk to you guys the next time I talk to you.
It's been 18 years that I'm doing this with them. First, my brother Alex, I need you. Alex, mon frère, j'ai besoin de toi. Ouais, tombez pas. Ok, venez. So now I need to introduce my JD family, the people who are working the whole year for this happen. Ok, donc je vous introduis la famille du JD qui est là depuis des années et qui bosse avec moi. Voilà, ma femme Dogo, qui me supporte depuis des années, she supports me since years. Rose, she's working hard since many years for Juste Debout. Clap your hands for her. Rose, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Come. Yeah. Come. Okay. So Margot, which is in charge of the communication. Ambroise, which is in charge in the production. Ambroise. Emma. Yes, Emma. Jay. Nicolas, which is not here. Bernard, my partner, business partner from the Okay, I want to thank all the DJs who are working with me since many years. Je remercie tous les DJs qui sont là depuis tant d'années avec nous. Christopher, which is an amazing guy, is working on the communication and design. Thank you so much for this year.
Merci à toi.
The last year. Merci beaucoup, Christopher. Thanks so much for the photographer, the media part, the DJs, you guys, the judges. Guys, I had so much good time with you guys. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Okay. Vous êtes incroyable. So it's been 18 years, and I have to announce today that there is so many events, really good events in the world, like Fusion Concert, like 36 Chambers, like Step Your Game Up, like Forever, like Funking Styles, like Random Circle, like so many good events. We are so powerful. Clap your hands for yourself. Clap your hands for yourself. Please, les gens urbaines, is the episode 2. Your event name. Battle Games. Okay, we have so many events. So, this is just un au revoir. Okay, c'est juste un au revoir. Tomorrow is cancelled. Okay, so tomorrow the event is cancelled. I would like first of all to thank you for that, to be part of it since 18 years. And since 2-3 years, I had in my mind, you know, the envy to change my life. I'm 43, okay, and I wanted to change my life. I just have to have the courage now to say it. Je dois avoir le courage aujourd'hui de le dire. Mais le Juste Debout dans le format actuel est terminé. The Juste Debout in the actual format is cancelled forever. Yeah, I'm telling you because I will explain you why. And I don't want any drama, and I feel good. Je me sens bien. Je suis avec ma famille. I'm with my family. I'm strong. And I'm cool.
Okay.
Now,
okay. I kind of can't believe that this is actually happening. Like we're here with like the guy. This is like the guy. I don't even have to. This is like the first person. I don't even have to say anything. It's Bruce, man. It's Juste Debout, you know. And you know what he wouldn't know. He's just kind of getting here, so you know it's all just happening. My style. I've been watching him closely since Freestyle Session 2001. He's in a black long sleeve button up shirt doing just straight boogaloo, and he has these dope concepts with Toyman where he goes under, and then it was like a year or two later, it was probably Steel de Ouf or something. I think this is still before Juste Debout, and all of a sudden he's like this crazy glider waver guy. You know, in my mind, he was like this hardcore, like Waleed, Stiga, you know, boogaloo guy. And then the next thing I know, Juste Debout starts, and it massively influences our generation in the U.S. with guys like Mike and Gator and Matt and, you know, Richard, on and on and on. And then now he's like Mr. International Superstar, Juste Debout, biggest event in the world. And I'm sure one of the things that I'm interested in talking about, actually let's start here. Oftentimes I start at the beginning. I kind of want to start at the end and work backwards. Like, I feel like when on my channel, when Juste Debout comes up, you know, there's all this like talk and, you know, oh, Juste Debout this, Juste Debout that. And I feel like one of the things I've always wanted to talk to Bruce about is like, what is the reality of making an event like this? I'm actually super glad this is going to be at the beginning, because I feel like when people just see things from behind a screen, it's just so I mean, myself included, when I make my commentaries, it's so easy to judge stuff and not know. Like I had let's start with this. I had a conversation with John at Summer Dance, right? John is the Bruce of Summer Dance, and me and Junius were just telling him, man, like, thank you so much for what you do. Like, it's an amazing thing that you do. And he was like, oh man, thank you. And we, you know, we went into more detail. I was like, man, thank you so much for saying this. And Junius is like, man, but you know this. And he's like, no, man, I don't know anything. I have such blinders on. Like, I don't know anything about anything. It's just, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. Let's put it this way, and then we'll let Bruce talk. This is the first interview I've done where I had to schedule it with someone who isn't him. And as far as I can tell, this isn't because he's some kind of diva. It's like, the life is so complicated and structured that, like, if he had to do his scheduling, he couldn't live his life. And I have a feeling, like Biggie said, mo money, mo problems. Like, you know, everybody's like, oh, you are Juste Debout, man. Good for you. Lucky you. But I'm sure the reality of it is significantly more complicated.
Yes. So first of all, thank you so much to interview me, and I'm really always really happy and honored to have some words like this, because I think John were right. You know, few people thinking thank you, but not many people are saying it. So it's always appreciate when you do it, and really, and it's not you know, an acting part now. It's really really appreciated. But you're right. Juste Debout is really hard. really hard because, like you said, this is the biggest event on the planet. I don't say that is the best. I never say that,
Sure.
you know. But this is definitely the biggest with 16,000 people in the room. You know, 1 week full of workshops and different other events.
Partnering with a TV
Yeah,
canal,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a
Canal,
big-
Canal was before. After
Okay.
it was Red Bull TV. Now
Okay.
it's our own
Oh,
signal.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really hard because yeah, it's many problems. And of course, for the people who don't do events or who are not entrepreneur, they take it as oh, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 16,000 multiplied by 20 euro, they're rich, you know. So this is the first vision, and even me, if I was not in the
Of course.
in this place, I would say the same. But the reality is completely different, with a lot of sacrifices, a lot of like I said many times, is when some people, for example, when I'm going to other countries, my friends are going to party, they go to restaurants, they stay long, they go all night long. After they'll sleep in the hotel rooms, I work, basically, you know. So I give my workshops, I eat, I talk a little bit with the people, of course, but I'm so tired, first of all, from the week before, and secondly, I have to work like 100 to 300 emails per day, to yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real. Like the regular day is 100 email, and during Just the Boo is 300 to 350 emails. Even if my team is doing really good, I have a big team and a good team behind me. But some points you have to respond to many things. So this is one point of Just the Boo. So the people don't see that, and the people see only the result, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm here for. They don't need to know if it's hard or if
Yeah,
I'm
of
suffering,
course.
you know.
Of course. But I just feel like the world could use a lot more empathy and understanding just in general, right? And I agree with you. At the end of the day, it's like you chose to do this. It's on you. Nobody made you do this. And still, I think that the world improves, people's lives improve, because another thing is that just somebody hearing this, if they have a dream, oh, I'm going to make an event and it's going to be the biggest event, now they start to see the reality of it. I want to ask you, because when I hear 100 to 300 emails, my first question is like, is it worth it? And then, because the thing that's super interesting to me about Bruce is that, I mean, he was like, not that he's not now, but he was like one of the dudes, the Slims and the Guchans and the Kites and Hoans, and so he could easily have just continued as, I'm just a dancer, and I'm sure in certain ways his life would be easier,
Yeah.
And Steve Jobs has a really famous quote. It's actually not that famous, but it's a really amazing quote. I want to see if it resonates with you. He said, "What people don't know about entrepreneurship is that starting a company is 50 times harder than they think it's going to be. Not 2 times, not 10 times, 50 times. And because of this, almost everyone quits. But for those that don't quit, what they realize is that the reason it's worth doing is that it's 500 times more rewarding than they ever could have known."
I didn't know this one.
Yeah.
But to reply to yours by Steve Jobs again, by Steve Jobs again, it was a really short sentence who said, if I would make everybody happy, I would sell ice creams.
Yeah.
So that's also to reply to your question,
Yeah.
because of course
Yeah.
many people are complaining,
Yeah.
but there is space for everybody in this world, and there is also many people who are happy about what's happening in the hip hop world, in the street dance world, and those people, we don't hear them that much. That's what I'm saying. Many people are thinking thank you,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
few people are liking or like the post or whatever, and the haters are much more powerful because it's more offensive and you pay more attention to them.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm focused on the good and leave the bad, you know, the bad energy. Of course, I would love everybody to be happy with what we do, you know, as an artist, as a organizer or entrepreneur. But it's not the case, and I think sometimes it's also good to have some people who say, yeah, this is not good, because sometimes it's not good. And sometimes you have to listening and to open your mind and to say, yeah, he's right on this. Okay, on this and that, it's bullshit, and you know, he's making this to have a light on him, because many people know that if they criticize Bruce or Juste Debout or whatever, they will have some light on them. So, but some of them are also, you know, have a good approach, and they say things that I was thinking about, and they say, yeah, they're right, and we have to change this, and that, and I have to put my ego on the side, even if it's hard. But I have to change this, and that for the happiness of the crowd and the dancers as well. But what I agree on is, most of the time the people who are talking, they don't know. They say things that they heard and were deformed. And yeah, it's more like, you know, to have an audience, you know. So, but at the end of the day, you know, this is the game. If you do something like this, you know, it's like a singer. I guess more you're popular, more you have friends. More you have friends, more you are enemies.
That's what, Lady Gaga said that. It's something like she has 10 times more people that don't like her than do like her. And if she focused on that, she would probably not want to be alive. So she has to just stay focused on the people that are
and also,
resonating.
Also, when you do things, it's like dance. You have to be strong here. When you dance, when you start dancing, it's not easy at all. You know it.
But especially Paris, I think.
Especially in Paris, and that's what I wanted to say too. We are. I was speaking with Ty Eyes yesterday.
Okay.
And because of the, you know.
So wait, since this is gonna live on for a long time, so Fusion Concept just happened. I was there. You were there. There's controversy. Tight Eyes at the time of this recording, just a couple days ago, posted a whole Instagram thing calling out Paris and la 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 la.
And I was agree on some point with him, but some of the points, you know, the crowd of Paris is really reactive. They don't like you, they say boo. They like you. That's what I say to him. I say they boo you, but they love you. They boo you because you just make. At this moment, something they didn't like, but at the end of the day, they were screaming for you.
It's true.
So and many people say, yeah, he's a god of dance, you know. So Paris is like that. This is what I hate in Paris. This is what I love in Paris.
That's so fun. I'm so happy you said that, because I just made a whole video before you got here about this love-hate relationship I have with Paris.
Yeah.
It's like 1 minute I love it, and then I'm like, I hate this place so much.
But you know what? We made with this this violence and this love in the same time. So this is really strong. I can't describe it, but the people who are talking shit about me, I'm like, okay, cool. It reinforced me. I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's the right word.
You know, it's like, oh, okay. And the people who love me, I'm happy for this, of course. But,
of course.
And the people who love Juste Debout, same. But this is really, really, really complicated with Paris. For example, when I'm moving in Asia, in US, in Canada, the people love you. I mean, the people, they show, oh, I love what you do, I appreciate, they give you respect. In Paris, no. In Paris, and we are all the same. I was the same with the OGs who came. We love them, we respect them, they are our big brothers, but by proud of something like this, because of the hood, or I don't know, we're like, but inside we're like, I love him, you know. And this is really strange, but we can't change this. For example, you have a nice car in US, the people want to work to have the nice this car. When I come with a nice car in Paris, the people say, yeah, he's rich. They're happy for me here, but the what they say is like, yeah, it's strange. I mean, not everybody is like this. Huh? Don't give me wrong, but
of course, yeah. But cities have vibes. You know, the LA, like, it's real. Not everybody's like that, but it's real. Yeah, Paris and New York, they're tough. And I think I do think that that's one of the amazing things about both of these places, is that it makes strong people. You either get mashed down and you go away crying, or you have to become strong.
Exactly, and that's why many people are coming in Paris in my school
Mm-hmm.
to study, because they know that they can learn everywhere in the world. But the
Mm.
pressure of Paris make you, in a way, you lose or you win. You go further or you stop.
And I will actually say that as of right now, I would say that Paris, I've traveled a lot, he's traveled a lot, is the most like that of any place I've been in the world. Much more than New York or London or Tokyo or LA.
That's what I was explaining to Taya, is because I wanted to show him respect. I don't want him to, I saw the live and I say, oh, this is sad, because many people love him. And many, even me, I show him respect. I say, okay, what you did to Junior, B-Boy Junior, was not good, and I tell you, I didn't like it, and I post a message and I say, hey, you don't have to do it, we respect a lot Junior, etc. So the little thing with thy eyes is one thing, but the rest, maybe you didn't understand well, as they were speaking in French, so he didn't understand. Anyway, but I would like to change in a way the mentality in Paris, but I think it would be the wrong way to.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the amazing things about life, is that life is bigger than you are.
No, definitely. And same thing for the OG and for the Boogaloos. We love I love the Boogaloos. I heard many times, yeah, Bruce is against the Boogaloo. I'm doing Boogaloo myself. They are my inspiration in a way. Of course, they are not my main inspiration in dance.
Who is your main inspiration in dance?
For pop Taco.
Uh-huh.
I love him.
Were you one of the people who was around him in the 90s?
Yeah, 1998.
Okay.
Jazzy J. Taco.
Yeah. Oh,
Jazzy
Jazzy's
Taco. Yeah,
for
Jazzy
me.
J, sorry. Yeah, Jazzy J.
Yeah.
Taco. In France, Regis.
Uh-huh.
Walid, Carl Ken Wong. And after in hip hop, many people.
Carl. So these are the people he said, it's, as far as I can tell from talking, these are the people you should know as the. I mean, of course, there's before Junior, Alameda, Klez,
of course.
But Carl, Walid, Regis.
Yeah, and I mean, even if Walid came after me, for the popping, he's still an inspiration, and people like Nelson are an inspiration for me, you know. And of course, Junior Almeida, our OG, is also a big source of inspiration. But I mean, the Boogaloos too. When they came to Paris, we were like, again, we showed that, but inside we were like, I was almost crying when I saw them, you know. So and we really consider them like big brothers. But sometimes they don't see it.
And they were here, just so people know, they were here much more than they were in the U.S. Yeah. So they have, his generation in France has a closer relationship in terms of amount of time spent with the EBs than my generation in the U.S. Because it was the government, right?
The government helped us to bring them, and this is a cause of Regis.
That's right.
Regis and Christian Tamé went to LA to meet Skeeter Rabbit and Skeeter Rabbit, and after they called him to come back with Uyghurs, Sugar Pop, Taco, and him, and Pete came after. But before that, in the north of France, they called them much before 1998 with Dans la rue la danse, an organization. They bring them. But Regis is really important. Regis and Christian Tamé bring them, and Hakim Maish, the three people, they were bringing the Boogaloos in Paris, and we were like.
And Regis is a big part of Juste Debout, yes?
I mean, Regis is like my brother. It's like he's le parrain de mon fils. I don't know how to say it in English, but he's part of my family. You know? And then he's part of Juste Debout, not really inside, but I always call him, you know. He's a son. He's a son. You know. He's and he made a lot. He inspired a lot of people in France. People like Salah, people like me, people like Walid. He's one of the guy we were watching, and we were like, oh, the waving he did back in the days was like other levels. He was the first man. Sorry, he was the first man to bring the waves with the anatomy, like dislocation with the belly, you know, the trapezes, and his inspiration was Damon Frost. Lemon Frost, Uyghurs,
Yeah.
etc. So it's all, they are our big brothers. I mean, many people say, yeah, the French, they think they have their own style. We never said it. We never say, yeah, I have my own style. We always watch them, but of course, we don't want to look like them.
Well, I also think, I talked to Yuksan about this. I think what's interesting about the French is that you guys are the only culture that is not North America that also has a hood vibe. Everywhere else it went big, like mostly Asia. It's such a culture of respect for the sensei, for the guru. You guys are all like, Matt and you, all these things, 9-3, 9-2, 7-7, like all these, the Bon Lu, it's like the same kind of hood element. So that mentality, as far as I can tell, like it doesn't lend itself to this kind of like worship. It's always like, I'm gonna get you. Like I look up to you. I'm like, oh my God, it's you. But also like, how can I beat you? And I think like when I think of, because I spent a lot of time in New York with Jazzy and his students, and like there was never any like, oh, we're gonna beat. It was more like we're like Asians, right? And most of the students were Asian. It's just like, oh wow, Jazzy J. Hopefully I can be as good as him one day. And I've always felt like that like if you have that mentality, to go back to what we were talking about with Paris, it seems like Paris will just chew you up. You're not tough enough.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so I think that seems to me to be one of the reasons that the level is so high here, is that the OGs aren't worshipped in the same way that they are in a lot. They're respected, but also like, I want to battle you too.
Yeah, because let's come back a little bit
Yeah.
From the beginning. I mean, in Paris, we didn't have the same power in terms of money than Japan, which we loved. We would love to have the same power, but we didn't have that. So we saw some tapes and some few part of dance in the tapes. But when the Boogaloos came in 1995, the first time in the north, I couldn't go. In 1998, in the TCD, I was there, but it was the first time for us to see them. And before that, they came the time in 1984 for the movie. So some of them came, but I was in Africa. So anyway, so the thing is, when they came, we were already made. I mean, of course, we were not maybe finished, but we were made. But in 1984, when I watched the video from Japan, Taco was already there. Skits, Pete, Bugalo Shrimp. We didn't have that. So we picked some parts like this, no internet, no nothing. And we had to, for example, if I see this, I have to imagine what is the rest of that, So that's why also we have our own way to dance, I think. And when they came, it was like a big love, but we didn't know how to handle it, because in the neighborhood when we were young, it was the same. The people don't show you that much love. You dance, if you beat a move, you get slapped. Really, it was like this. So if you copy the move of your friend, you have to fight. So yeah, it was a little bit really strange and rough, So when they came, they were, I think in their mind, they thought we will welcome them like in Asia, and it was totally different. And I apologize for that, but this is just the reality of our life here, and it was like that. And that's what I said to Thai Eyes. I said, I think to come back on the New York people.
One second, because I think that one of the things that's so confusing for Americans is that in American culture, Paris is like
lovely.
Yeah, cafe latte, Eiffel Tower, like Chanel, and everyone's just rich. And then but you get here and in the street, it's like, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's Africans.
It's really multicultural, and I wanted to say that too.
Yeah.
I think what the New York people and the US people don't, I mean, when they come here, we are like them, basically,
Right,
because culturally
exactly.
it's really mixed.
Yeah.
And also, when they came, they say to us, "Hey, forget your dance," but we had some roots. Our parents are Africans, Arabic,
And Yuksan was talking about jazz
yeah,
rock,
yeah,
which
the
is
jazz rock
French.
before, yeah. I mean, the name jazz rock was French, but it's the bebop, in fact.
Yuksan would disagree, just so
Yeah.
you know.
It's
But
okay.
that's for another time.
It's okay.
That's for another- yeah.
I mean, the English and the French were dancing in the same period. They call it jazz fusion in UK,
Okay.
and bebop in Japan, and jazz rock in France.
Okay.
But we had a big part before the hip hop. We had a big part of this era, and also us. We didn't call it popping. We
Right.
call it Smurf.
Right.
With the glove, the white gloves, and we call it Smurf because of the music Smurf. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, all of that during from 1984 till 1998, we were alone. So after some people
And the
come,
language is totally different.
totally different. We didn't speak English.
It's not like UK.
Yeah. We didn't speak English, and we didn't understand what did he say in French. Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? You know, we were like savage, really. So even some b-boys that came, some French b-boys split on them. You know, yeah, it was really tough. But at the end of the day, you know, that's what made us really strong.
Well, you know, one of the things that this trip has, one of the things that's most exciting to me about doing this, about being here in the long term, is I feel like when the history books are written hundreds of years from now, the history of hip hop in Paris has pretty much an equal footing to New York and LA, because I think that because it's been so dominated by the US, like we started it, all of this, it's like, oh, smurfing is wrong, you guys got it wrong, and that, you know, that's the story. But the reality is that it was just as valid a thing that, exactly.
Like a river.
Exactly.
You start something, you don't know where it's gonna go. Like, for example, they refuse to accept the term Smurf. Smurfing.
Who is they?
I mean,
The
basically
people.
the OGs, even
Yeah.
the Boogaloos, they didn't like the term. I mean, I'm not against them, but they
Sure,
don't like
sure.
the term Smurf.
Yeah.
But for us, we trust in that. I grew up with this term, and someone come one day and he say, "Hey, what you do is wrong. It's not that, it's this." Was no, you know, my roots are here already, and they say no Smurf. They say no to Smurf, but the turfing in US is right. I mean, this is another story. But when I see the turfing, it was what we were doing back then.
Really?
Waving, gliding, and all the stuff. You know, the strange body moves. We were doing this. So, and of course, some people were specialized in popping. Some others gliding. Some other waving, and some other did everything. But it's the fact that someone is coming and he say, "Hey, you're wrong. We're right." Okay. So it's like you never saw your dad or your big brother, and he say, "Hey, your room, you have to change this, and this." Say, "Hey, who are you?" You know. It was kind of that.
Yeah, totally.
Even if we love them.
And I think that this conversation can happen in a new way, because now the whole world is so woke to racism and colonialism, and so this mentality of one culture coming to another culture and telling them that, like, what you're doing isn't the right thing, it's not acceptable in a way it used to be.
Yeah, and also we were young,
of course,
and arrogant. So the way you talk, no, really.
No, I believe it. I feel I'm laughing because I see it.
You know what? I try to be as much as I can honest with myself and with the French people. I know we are arrogant, but it's a protection. When you see the twins, they're arrogant, but they're lovely. inside.
Yeah.
You know, it's a protection. And
Wait. What do you mean protection?
protection is like you act like you control everything, but inside you are
And
fragile.
why?
Because we again we came from many of us from the neighborhood.
Talk about that a little, because people.
Okay,
A lot of the people who see this, well, they don't know anything about banlieue, about the neighborhood. Like,
Yeah, so basically the banlieue, the suburb here in Paris are it's like New York, Manhattan, and the Bronx, Harlem, etc., etc. We have the same here since years, since 30, 40 years. So our parents came from Africa, and they did the shitty jobs, basically, with a poor salary, and basically we were all together, and we were like growing together with this culture. Some of them had more luck, and went to Paris, etc., etc. But we were really in the suburb, and it was. I mean, I used to be also in a gang, even if I'm not a fighter. I was around people who were fighting, killing, etc., etc.
And just to reiterate, for another thing that's been very interesting to me, being here is being told that because people don't have guns, it actually causes more fighting because people aren't scared of someone shooting them. So they actually fight more, not less.
Etc. So in US, before to fight with someone, you're afraid because I experienced it. In US, someone do that. Oh, sorry. In France, people boom. What you gonna do? Okay. After you fight, sometimes. So it's really. I mean, it's not like this everywhere. I don't want to promote bad Paris and France, but you have to be careful when you come to France, for sure. So basically, all of this made us, in a certain way. And for example, I didn't have dad. I mean, I had the dad from 0 to 10 in Africa. Then after he died, and I came to France. So many of us had different stories, difficult stories, like around the world. But the situation in France is really complicated because they said, yeah, here it's equality for everybody, love, etc. But this is the image they give to the external people.
The tourists, because tourism is such a huge industry here.
Yeah, but inside it's totally different. The racism is here. It's what you have in US, the black kids killed, etc. We have it here. I've been to many meetings about that, and I don't want to act like a gangster. I'm not a gangster, but it's hard. It was hard. And that's why now I'm powerful, and I'm glad that my life was like this, because I have a lot of energy, still, and that's why I did all of that. Some people, oh, you do 15 hours a day. How you do? I do that because I don't want to come back. I don't want my kids been back where I was. So yeah, basically, so this whole situation, we could make. I know I jumped from a subject.
No, I love it. I love it. It's my favorite. This is what I love.
Sorry, but
I love it.
But the situation is really. But trust me, we respect everybody in a different way.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, my interpretation of what you just said is that you guys are all together. Let's just say it's like a bubble or a cage, whatever you want to talk about. You have to be arrogant, because if you're not arrogant, you get smacked. And then all these people from all these other cultures come, and most of them are imagining that you're drinking lattes and walking, to the Eiffel Tower, and then they see you and you're like, what's up?
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa,
Shots,
what's with the French?
Yeah.
And I think that I actually am really glad that this goes out to the world, because I feel like I feel like there's so much, like when I started making videos about the twins, it's just like endless comments of like, they're so arrogant, they're ass, and I'm not gonna totally disagree or anything, but at the same time, again, I think that as the world is now one thing, we have to start to get to know each other and understand that people don't come out of nowhere, that environments cause certain behaviors, and that if you don't have those behaviors, you're in trouble. And then you see somebody from a different culture and they're all shocked, but you're like, no, this is normal. Like this is my life. And the most important part of it is that dude, you cannot deny the French just keep winning everything. Since I started, you know, Waleed comes, Stiga comes, Sally comes, Mike comes, Salah comes. It's like dancer after dancer after dancer, Juste Boo, like it dance vision, like you know, it's just on and on and on, that you can say what you want, including me. No, this should be a brotherhood of cooperate, because I'm kind of hippie guy, but like results are results, you know.
Yeah. And also what you say about the twins is interesting, because you know the twins outside, they look really arrogant, but I know them, and their heart is pure. But this protection, they have to have it, because I don't know if you realize, when they came to Juste Debout, they don't need to come. They have money, they're making movies, etc. etc. They come to the Juste Debout stage, and the Paris people, they don't give them power. They're like, you know, this is really hard to live. You, everywhere in the world, people, you know, I have goosebumps now, because everywhere in the world you go, people are like, oh, the twins. You go to your hometown, to your brothers, and they're like, we are like this, and this is really hard. And Taiz told me the same. He said, I don't know why. I say, man, they love you. We love you, but we are like this. You know, it's really strange. And again, this is also most the old generation, because we used to live other things. The new generation, they also live other things, but now the economy of the dance is different. So now they saw us. Oh, you can live, you can travel with dance, you can make money with dance. So now they're more cool.
Yeah.
France, I think, is much more cool than before.
Yeah.
But us, yeah, it was the jungle. It was the jungle. Yeah. And even the Americans, when they came, I think they felt it, and that's what they don't like, because they don't leave their neighborhood to go back to another neighborhood. You know, atmosphere. I think.
I mean, the first time I saw the Boogaloos was here in 2001 at Zenith, right?
Yeah.
And on my way in, this is before iPods, I had a Walkman with a tape, and somebody tried to jack it. And that had never happened to me ever in the U.S. That was the first, like, attempted mugging I ever had in my whole life, was in Paris. And so ever since then, many things like that have happened over the times that I've been here. And it's like, you know, I talk about this sometimes. I wonder if you know this. So in Japan, you know, they're like obsessive culture. There are people that are obsessed with Paris, right? And they have a name in Japanese for this, like, mental disorder. Yeah, you know about this? They come to Paris, and it's so different than what they imagined that they have to go to, like, a mental hospital.
Yeah. So because they dream,
they dreamed their whole life. Yeah.
No, but in the same way, I'm not proud of that. You know, I'm not proud of that, and
Sure.
We need to change that, because I think there is so much love also in France, and so much energy, cultures, etc., that we could change this. But this is how it is for the moment, and I'm not the guy who will change it. I can try, and I can put my brick in the wall, but everybody has to make, you know. But I think it's changing day after day. You know, first of all, the French are speaking more English now than before, because before French didn't understand English, and they were like, "What?
Yeah.
What did he say?" No, you didn't understand. Good, man. Relax. You know, it was like really, really crazy. Anyway, it's but I love my city. It's strange, because every time I'm leaving, I want to come back. You know, every time I'm leaving, I want to come back. And
what do you miss the most?
Food. I don't know. You come back. You just come back. You're home. You know. And I know that at the airport, the people will complain. People will speak shit, but it's like this.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you jump around, because I like jumping around. So Ykanji.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
What's the deal? The name Ykanji is coming from a crew first.
Yeah.
I means good, Kenji means spirit in Japanese. So Ykanji. Why Japanese? Because we were all really fans of Japan. But I arrived later in the Ykanji crew. And we all together, I saw Regis 2 days ago, Tijo DJ is in my school, Araba too. I see Tamaki every time I'm going to Japan. But
so Tamaki is the
Tamiki is not the creator, but is a big inspiration for Regis and Ibrahim Dembele, Bintou Dembele, who were in Ykanji at the base, Rabat too. And this is really important that for the Tamaki is really a key for the dance in France, because it brings some tapes with Dance Delight. Dance Delight from 1990 with the Elite Force, with Misfits, Zoo. So we saw Mark West, Ramir, Rubber Band, all those guys, Link, Buddha Stretch, everybody we love, Loose Joint, etc. etc. And he's really a key, and also for house dance with Ijo, Caliph, etc. etc. He brings us the tape, and we discover back then that the Japanese were dancing. We didn't know that until 1994, 1994-5, we didn't know that Japanese were dancing. It's crazy. Then after we discover it, it's, hey, we have to go there. So we start, and the word starts. And when I remember when I started to bring Japanese judges in Just Debout in 2004, many people were cursing me.
Really?
Yeah. It was a big risk.
Who, Hiro? Who was?
Hiro, Yoshie. Aki-san, and Yokoi for hip hop. And some few people knew them, but not everybody. But Americans were really pissed on me. Not everybody, but some of them. The French say, yeah, but Japanese, they don't know. We know how to dance. I say, hey, watch, And then after the Japanese start to, they show a really big picture. Hiro is a really important guy for Japan, I think. So it was funny. It was funny to see the reaction of the people, and then after the real world map start to change. The exchange start to change. Internet come stronger and stronger. So it was the right moment.
Yeah.
It was the right moment.
And so then, how does Juste Debout start?
When?
No, how?
How? Basically because we were going always to B-boys events.
Yeah.
And the B-boys, they were much more than us back then. And when we came on stage, it was really like totally, 10, 20 minutes. Yeah. And we were fed up, They were breaking and said, oh, move. So.
And that's a whole era, right? Like Salaz and Family and Stiga.
Yeah, it was a little bit before this.
Okay.
A little bit before this, and yes, then after I decided to say, okay, let's make a jam together. First, a workshop with everybody, because the born of Juste Debout is 2001. Okay. I go to New York with my best students to give them the opportunity to discover Brian Green, Jazzy J, and Shannon, which were Shah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the year after, I say, okay, now we need money to bring them to Paris. So they will come to give workshop, but also we make an event. And the event, I wanted I want a European logo and a European name, French name. So Juste Debout.
Now, so for just standing, yeah?
Yeah, just standing, 2002.
It sounds fun. It seems like a joke, no B-boys in English. Is there? How do you come up with the name?
It's a little bit, I was 25, so I was a little bit much more sarcastic than now.
Yeah, okay.
So in a way, it's that.
Yeah.
Just Debout. It means, hey man, you did that to us. We did do that to you.
Yeah.
But back then, I didn't know that the success would be.
Of course.
This,
Yeah, totally. I mean, for those that don't know, if you go back and watch, was the first one the judges Taco, Brian,
and Storm, because Jazzy J couldn't come.
Oh, it was gonna be Jazzy.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think, so to me, as it grows out and everybody maybe thinks he's like some rich guy now, again, what I love, and again, part of the reason I do things the way I do things is my dream is that if I am more successful, that when people trace it back, they're like, oh shit, this guy was legit. Like back then, he would, so I feel like with you, when they trace it back, it's like, Brian, Taco, and Jazzy, and then getting replaced by, that's legit. That isn't like some hip hop entrepreneur who's
No,
you know
it was
right.
real.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's in a gymnasium, yeah.
Yeah, gymnasium, the green one, really ugly, in my city, in my neighborhood.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't in the
Yeah,
city.
7-7, yeah.
Oh,
7-7, it was in my city back then, and the first year was cool, 400 people. The second year, we were waiting for 800 people, 1,200 people came. It was fight outside. People don't say that. Don't say that.
Is that Andre?
It was,
Marjorie?
second, Marjorie, rest in peace, Andre, Link, and Richie Rich.
Okay.
My dream is to always put the dancers we love in the best place.
Yeah.
You know, this is my goal, and that's why we went after to City Hall. You know, we are now in Bercy. Every time I try to put the quality people in the quality places.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's hard, you know, I prefer suffer doing this than doing some event like.
Sure.
So I wanted to give, you know, the power to the street dance side, and not the commercial part, which I like. I'm not against,
right.
you know.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to say, okay, let's go, let's do it.
So to jump forward again. So for me personally, the way that it's grown, the biggest challenges that I have as a audience member, I was at 14, and as a internet viewer, are around the size of the stage and the DJing. And I want to kind of just discuss this with you, because I have this idea that we as non-b-boy dancers can sort of project our energy a certain distance, and if the stage is bigger than that distance, the energy sort of dissipates. And I've noticed this a lot, because I think that this is actually one of the biggest keys to the success of summer dance, and also the famous IBE that you're in, where the dancer, the energy is just totally surrounding the dancer. So let's just start with that, because I've always wanted to discuss this with you, because it's like I look at all of this stuff like a puzzle. Like, how do we create the very best thing? Because I think the very best thing will attract a bigger and bigger audience. It can grow into something like MMA. You know, more and more of us can be the rich guys and the successful people that, you know, we should be. And so figuring out how to put it in the best light, right, is a real challenge. So as the person, you know, you're on this, that you've been, I mean, that's the crazy thing about you. Like, I think the other amazing thing is, like, when you entered with Gator, you know, what year was it? 15, 16? 12? It's that long ago? You know, so not only are you the president, you're also a client, right? Like, you're in it too. So you've experienced it in a lot of different ways. Do you have any thoughts on that? Because you're like really you're a legit. I mean, you're just, when I tried to schedule this originally, he's like, yeah, but I'm in China still, like competing. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's a challenge. I'm a challenger. You know, I always want to push the limits. Maybe sometimes too much. You know? And it's not to have more and more.
Sure.
It's just to push the limits.
Yeah.
And to be in Bercy, so the room in Paris, and to make the people scream for you at this moment, 14, 15, 16,000 people screaming for you, is indescribable. It's indescribable. And I've been to Forever.
Yeah, of course.
Which I like.
Of course, yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same. I mean, just the boo. Even if when I'm coming with the mic, it's like, man, I'm melting. Yeah, I'm melting. You melt. You have to have balls. You have to have really to take this stage. Not every dancers can do it.
Okay.
And that's what is interesting, because I'm a dancer.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not a popper.
Yeah.
I'm a dancer. A dancer should be able to do his specialty. For
Yeah.
example, for me, pop and a little bit of hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
But to also talk to the people, give the energy to the rank 1 to the rank 100. You know, to give this energy, to give the space, to give the musicality, to change every round, to give something different, to to challenge yourself. And Just the Boo is a big challenge. I don't say that it should be like this all the time, every time, and
Wow,
all
I
the
really
events.
like what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's just one event,
Hmm.
1 year,
Hmm.
and other times there is many other events
Yeah, yeah.
with other exercises which are different. And many people don't like Just the Boo. I mean, many dancers
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't like Just the Boo
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they say,
sure.
yeah, but it's commercial, too many people in the room. I want to talk. You know the guy at the reception here?
Yeah.
I want him to recognize the best dancers. My goal is to again to let the dancers be known by the regular people.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
have the reconnaissance
I love
they
it.
deserve. You know? And I totally agree if some people say I don't like Just the Boo, it's too big, it's too business, it's too commercial. It's okay, it's all good. But there is so many other events that you
Of
can
course.
do.
So I love what you're saying. I never would have guessed that answer. So okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, really. Okay, so the first thing it makes me think of is I remember in my earlier days, Wiggles got connected with Limp Bizkit. Remember this? Yeah. And he, at that time, at least in the U.S., I think in the whole world, his forum was the biggest place for
Platform,
popping
yeah.
to be discussed, right? And he was talking about the challenges of doing popping for like 50, 60,000 people, right? So maybe if he wants to do a technical thing, like it doesn't translate to the guys in row 100, right? So I've always had a really conflicted feeling about this because it makes me think that you have to, the word I would have used is water down your dancing to just be really big, and that's bad, right? But I like what you said about it being a challenge, and I'm actually really glad. I'm for sure gonna cut this part out and make it its own video because I think that the dancers need to hear
Cool.
what you're saying, because so I want to just to continue jumping around, what is like your advice as like a coach to the dancers to be able to win that audience? Like, what dancers have you seen that have done it really well? Maybe without naming names, like what are some really great dancers you've seen that you were like, oof, you didn't do as well as I hoped you would do, and why, and
Curiously,
Yeah.
my goal as a dancer,
Yeah.
is to go on the Just the Boo stage and to do with minimalism, people screaming in the row.
You
100.
think it can happen?
I wish. And I think
Dude, let's be real.
I tried to do it when I was against Frankie and Nelson.
Yeah.
I tried.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
they
I was a
screamed.
little bit too much for me.
Okay.
I mean, some people like Walid, they came on stage and Walid 2008 with the Junior Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Minimalist, and he stay zealous. But for me,
Sure.
stay as you are. You stay like you are, and to make the people scream with your self-control on a big stage like this. This is the biggest challenge ever.
Do you think that somebody like Blondie or Andre could get that crowd?
I'm sure they can. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm sure they can.
You think people can see that level of?
If you put a taco on stage, Just the Boo stage, the
Yeah.
people will react.
Okay.
For example, if you see my battle, my round, I'm doing a strobing.
Yeah.
And the people, it took time
Yes.
to realize.
Yes.
And after they saw,
Yeah.
And they have also, we are we also have, as a dancers, also have to educate the crowds to don't do only big moves and impressive move. Just to do your own thing deeply, to give it back to the people. And yeah, this is an education. I mean, and the people are going into trap sometimes. They pop hard, but without no link, without no beauty, without a dancer for me have to be beautiful, not plastically. I don't care, but I mean, in the power, in the moves, in the deepest things. And a dancer is like, the whole package. So this is the challenge. And some people take it. I see many people who were really strong. The people who were screaming, but I didn't like them. Because for me, okay, you do it for the crowd now. You don't do it for the music, for what the music telling you, etc.
Sure.
But it's hard. It's not really. Just the move is you do it or you don't.
Here's a weird analogy for you. One of the things I remember when those, those balance boards where you have kind of like a ball
Yeah.
And I remember when those came out, people talked about it as training for surfing, because what they said is that one of the hardest parts about surfing is when you're a beginner, you get up for 3 seconds and then you fall, so you don't have a lot of time to practice. So if you use this board, you get a lot of time to practice. Then when you go to the water, right? So I think in the same way, I think that based on what you're saying, one of the biggest challenges with Juste Debout is like there's no place to practice for it. So this is why I want to keep asking about these things. Is like one of the things that I heard, I probably should stop, but I'm going to keep going, is that like it took, if you had done your strobing maybe the way you did in a cipher and you move on, no reaction. But because there's this like, the longer you kept it going, it gave them time
to realize. Yeah.
And maybe that wouldn't work the same way at summer dance or dance, old school night or, something like this.
Yeah, but also what I want to say is that the dancers who do only battles, they go on the Juste Debout stage, usually they lose. A dancer who's going on the Juste Debout stage have to make some stage work. Like, for example, the Boogaloos, the Taco, etc. They've been on stage before. They've been in front of the cameras. Some people, they think, I do only battle, I go to Juste Debout. No, it doesn't work. You have to go on stage, you have to dance, you have to make some shows. It's a whole package. So that's why I'm saying some good people, they come to Juste Debout, they're really good. I think I see them in Forever, cool. Come to Juste Debout, totally different approach, etc. Both are good, both are different exercises.
Yeah.
So it's another event. It's just another, and I saw many people who are frustrating, and because they go really good to some events, we need, and they come to Juste Debout and they fall. I know so many good dancers.
Yeah.
They don't like Juste Debout because of this. You know, they say because they couldn't take the stage. This stage is, I create a monster.
Yeah.
And I understand also the people, again, who say, it's not my type of event. I prefer minimalism event. We're also doing minimalism event, in the clubs and etc.
Sure.
We love that too.
Sure.
But this day is different.
Okay, so then the other one, and this was based on, I was at Summer Dance this year, and for me, the hip hop was by far the best, and the reason was Yugsun DJing. It was just song, track after track after track after track, and for me, as a dancer, like half the popping music was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is also one of the most consistent critiques I hear, especially in popping, about really all the events, but including Juste Debout. And since you're a popper, it's always been really weird to me. It's like, okay, you have all the best dancers in the entire world. We all know what like the best songs of that year are or something. And my feeling would be that, like, if your goal, right, let's just say that because I totally agree with your goal. The goal is the people on the street know who the dancers are. You should not be challenging them with music. You should be sort of like give them the song, to just destroy. And it seems like it only happens 30% of the time, 50% of the time. And this is the other one I've always wanted to ask you about.
And that's a reason why I stopped to collaborate with Red Bull TV.
Oh.
Yeah. Many people think, Red Bull TV. First of all, Red Bull TV, they put some comments on the dance, and I told them many times to don't do it.
Oof.
Red Bull did a lot. I don't split.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah, really, because they do a lot for the culture. They do a lot for the
lot.
culture,
the
for
most,
the b-boying.
I think,
the
probably.
most. But I told them, look, and I work with them, But I told them, look, the comments on the dance without the music, it's not working. So they did it many times. So we didn't find the right balance.
Yeah.
Second, I had to find the songs, and we made the songs for the rights. So it killed the vibes for 3 years. 2-3 years, And then
this just made the whole interview for me to know that backstory. Then this is the whole point. Is I feel like people, they don't know, they have no idea.
No, and people, this is, at the end of the day, this is my fault. This is I don't have to change the format for another format.
And in fairness, the thing that comes to my mind is like, I hope you know, like the MacBook Pros now, the keyboards have major problems. They keep breaking. And it's like, yeah, it's Apple's fault, but it's like they're trying to, and it's like, it's same, 3 years. 3 years, they have major problems. And now they just are getting to a point where so it's like, I think that the most important thing to me is like, are you aware? And it's like, yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Bro, I'm a dancer, I'm an artist. I love music. You come in my house, I always put music before to go to the office at 6 in the morning, and I come back at the end. So we just trying.
Yeah.
It's the culture is 40 years old. 40 years old. So we try. Sometimes I did mistake, of course, and I apologize for that. And the music is the biggest mistake. And we tried to find a way with Red Bull, but we didn't find a way. So we decided to quit. Yeah. And it's all good. We work together still, but we decided to quit.
Yeah.
And that's why now I'm working for my own for the screening.
Yeah.
Because I put my songs again. So last year was much better for the music because the rights are not here anymore.
Yeah.
For forever, I agree with you, but there is another problem on this.
Okay.
Some DJs, they play the songs of them friends to be cool.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore, except if you really like the music and the songs. I heard some songs, I was like, no, not good. And to this point, you have to be a really, 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 really good dancer to kill the song. And we all know that the really good dancers, the genius, we don't have many
and
genius.
more important, it's way more important than that, because this is what I saw at Summer Dance. In the popping, some really technical song would come on that has no feeling, right? And the audience is sitting there and they're not feeling the music. They're using their brain to try to understand the music. And when your body goes into that mode, the last thing on your mind is screaming and cheering and giving the dancer energy. And that's what, again, it was so obvious to me watching. Yuksum puts on a song, it's right? You got like Paradox and Roshka, and you're like, this is gonna be crazy, right? Yeah. And everybody, because like the audience, that's one of the most beautiful things about our culture. The audience is mostly dancers, right? So they're like, man, I want to get in, right? So the whole thing is ready, and then it's like you do anything, and
they want to be part of it.
Yeah, and so my current theory is that that's actually the most important thing. And I was thinking after, like, I'm on the bus to Paris and I'm like fantasizing, like, if I threw an event, what would... And it was like the number one thing I would do, and I want to put this in your head as an idea, is like, before the DJs got ready, I would have them go through their entire
playlist,
and I would say, nope. I would, like, if it's good enough, great. But if one comes on where I'm like, nope, cut. And it's like,
you know what?
Yeah, what do you think? Because,
first of all, there is another factor, and after I come back on this.
Yeah, please.
The third factor is, as me, when I come on the Jeu Debout stage with a mic, I'm melting, I'm like this, checking. The DJs, some of them are checking too, when they have to mix for 16,000 people, and they know, this is really important factor. I bring some DJ, I don't know the name, I don't say the names to be respectful.
Good. Yeah, please.
But I bring some DJs from other countries where I was in the country. I was like, whoa, shit! You come, you play the same place, yeah. They come, they shit on themselves. They play some music. I say, why is doing this? I want to kill them. So, this is the third factor.
Whoa.
And to reply to the question, no, this stage and this room is really like impressive. I want to do this, but in the same time, I want to trust my artistic choices. And if I say to the DJ, you play this, you play this, you play that, the magical moment maybe will never come as well.
Okay.
You know, I want them. It's like a dancer.
Yeah.
If you enjoy, the crowd enjoy.
Yeah.
A DJ, if he's enjoying, the crowd may enjoy. But you're right. I'm in the point of maybe now I need to check, because every year I say I want a good quality songs. I mean the quality.
Yeah.
And also crazy songs that people don't stay on them seats. Every time they say yes, and
yeah, I mean, you know, the most successful era, it's really tricky. I actually want to turn the conversation to this next, but the most successful time of Apple, like Steve Jobs, he was in that, you know, he was, you know,
controlling everything.
Yeah, so I want to turn it to this because, you know, you have grown the biggest event in the world, you have a team, and I think, like, I see this in myself, I see it in all my dancer friends in LA. A lot of us are like, you know, part of the reason that you'd be attracted to freestyle dancing is like me. I don't need anything, I don't need anyone, just need the music. I don't even need the music. You know, and so it seems like obvious that in order for anything to grow, you need to collaborate, so it seems like you could make a case that you might be like the best at this skill of entrepreneurship with delegation, collaboration, but at the same time you're also you're one of us, you're like an artist, dancer, and so you know this, you know.
But I also think about that, and I say that now I'm 43, you know, and I say, Bruce, you know, you wanted to be everywhere. I was like this, you know, I want to control this. So now it's time that I still need to control, of course, but I still also need to give chance and opportunity and to delegate things to the people and to be more focused on the business side and to make the even bigger. So I'm now at this point of I'm still a dancer, I'm still an artist, I want still dancing, do battle, I want to do battle and dance. But yeah, the event is way bigger than me now. It's over me, you know. And I'm like, you know. So yeah. And I heard the people in Canada, Wallapi, Voyage Fantastic, which I love. I mean, the way they mix. I want to invite them to play, but it's not the same exercise, you know. To play in the studio for the radio, they play some crazy funk tracks. I need them to come, you know. I told that to Monster Pop last time, and but maybe I will invite them and they will fucked up, you know. Many times because I like to challenge myself and to take risk, you know, to bring new people, etc. But many times it's also complicated. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it's so I'm so happy because it's like, you know, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, and it's not
that easy.
It's really tricky. It's really tricky.
Yeah, no, it's really, you know, and I understand the people who are criticizing because at the end of the day, they don't need to know my problems.
Yeah. Of
I
course.
need, my goal is to give the best to the people and the best to the dancers, the best to the crowd, to the DJ, etc. Even you can see it in the lighting, in the floor of the stage, the money we put in the sound system, etc. etc. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm also focused on the artistic side, but sometimes the alchemy is not working that much. The room is a monster. It's really a monster. And we saw it also with some judges.
Mm-hmm.
Some judges, they did really good demo overseas, etc. They came to Juste Debout. They more fucked up. And some of those, of course, really good. But it's tricky. Yeah.
I'm so happy to like. I love it that you. I feel like what I feel sitting here with you is inside of you. There is this part that's like, this is what I want. I want it to create this. It feels a little bit like the Colosseum or something. It's like, it's not easy. You're not gonna get through this. Whether you're a judge or a DJ or an MC or a dancer, like
so much pressure.
Let's see, yeah.
You know what? So one day, Masterfish couldn't come to UK.
Okay.
And I was substituting because it's the rule. If one man is not here, I'm the substitute.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really tough decision for the popping. And you know what? For real, when I was judging, I was at the end of the battle. It was the finals. I was judging, and I do that, and for real, my hands in my head was in the slow motion. All the reactions you give. I mean, you give the victory, the reaction here, the reaction there, the destiny is changing. Hey, bro, it's crazy the weight you have on your shoulder. So the people who criticize the judges as well, sometimes they, man, it's not easy. It's not easy. And they're human. We are all humans, I think the people should come to enjoy more and not to have the things to say about an event, just to, okay, let's go. Let's just enjoy. It's for us. It's our culture. Let's push it. But it's not like this. So.
Right. So what do you like? If you're willing to share, like what is your vision for how, like the next steps to get to a place where the people on the street know the dancers?
Okay. So we look a little bit maybe arrogant and pretentious now.
Good.
But I'm like this.
Good.
So let's go.
Let's go.
I have my goal for the 6 more years.
Good.
And basically, I discovered that Juste Debout is nice. Okay, cool. We give jobs for some people, but not enough jobs. If we want the culture to survive, it has to be with an economy, a fair and good economy, and to make economy with good things that don't push us to do stupid things and to take the bad decisions. So my goal is now to push Juste Debout on stage. So we will do another event called Juste Debout on Stage, which will be also a big event in July, and it's going to be 3 days of workshops to give opportunity to teachers to give workshops, but also shows, because we have a platform for shows now, but it's all only contemporary hip hop or commercial. There is not what we do on stage. So I mean, not so many.
Yeah.
So now I want to change this, and my next goal is July is approaching. Now July, we also have the Battle Opera, which is the first battle ever in Opéra Garnier in Paris. This is historical. I mean, nobody did that before, and Juste Debout is making it. So the 26th of December,
wow.
2019, it's gonna be crazy. So this is the soon, and in the future I can tell it so much because But I'm working already on the 26. I'm already working on the 25, 26 with new projects and but basically I know some people will not like it, but I'm now older and I need to take care of my little brothers. And to take care of your little brother is to bring them an economy. For our culture to survive. And that's what I'm working on now. The dance is behind me.
Yeah.
I'm still dancing to have the
Spirit.
chance, because the spirit, the chance to share with the people. But my goal now is to make really business with for my family first of all, also for my money also, but also of course, but to also help the culture to develop as it was for Juste Debout. Now I feel that Juste Debout is a little bit like, okay, what's next? Next is July.
Okay.
Then what's next? I'll tell you later.
Okay, anything, maybe yes or no, because it might be the later stuff around. I feel like there's a real chance that what I saw at Summer Dance really led me to believe, because I was feeling that about my YouTube channel, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what I saw at Summer Dance is like, oh, this is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
There's gonna be in 10 years, like somebody like, whether it's actually Rubik's or whether it's like the Rubik's 10 years from now, he's gonna have like 10 million followers on Instagram, 20 million followers. These are gonna be huge celebrities.
Yeah.
And part of my current thinking about how that's gonna happen involves something like virtual reality or augmented reality, where you're there. You're at home, because you can clearly see the popularity of dance on Instagram, social media in general. But I think it really goes forward a lot more with something like apps and ways where you're really in the front row.
Technology is part of evolution.
Yeah.
But I'm a human man.
Okay.
Even if I'm really like this,
sure.
and I don't talk to people that much, but inside I'm really human, and I don't trust that much the technology.
Okay.
I'm afraid about it.
Okay.
I'm afraid about the technology, because technology is good, but what we do with the technology destroys us, basically.
It's a very fair.
So
your thing. So then I love it. So you're betting more on humans and more live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it will be really hard.
Yeah.
But I still want to fight in this this way. But when you see something really quick.
Yeah.
China 10 years ago, or 12 years ago, no hip hop dance there. Few.
Totally.
When you see it now, you say, whoa, it's crazy. And everybody now know street dance in China, because they have 3 TV shows.
3?
3 TV shows. 3 big TV shows.
I've heard Viho is like a
superstar there. He's making like a concert. He's dancing, but in the concert format in front of 3,000 people, and he has thousands and millions of followers. So and TV shows, for example, I saw the numbers. For example, Junior Taco, he has many followers because he's doing now the TV show. It's the technology is part of it. But it's still a live thing. And it's part of the goal, but also something.
Okay.
Some other stuff.
And are you interested? Because when I hear hip hop theater, it's always like very artistic and like.
I'm fed up.
Yeah, me too. This is why. So is this more like as much as you can kind of feel into what your vision is, like is it like pop stars, or we stand-up comedians? Is it like emotional artists?
No, not necessarily. My goal, like I said in the beginning, is to bring the artists like they are in the best places. Remember, that's what I do since the beginning. With Juste Debout, I didn't say to the DJs to play some other track to go to City Hall or to go there. Some TV shows, they ask me to put a girl instead of Nasty. Nasty, which is the host of the Juste Debout. Yeah, Nasty. And they asked me to put a girl for a TV show, and they give me 40,000 euro for that. I said no, fuck it. So I still want to keep us and just go step by step to the places. This is my vision since the beginning, and this is what I want to do even in the future with high quality productions.
Well, so my question is though, like, this is, I think anyway, this is a new, what you're describing is a new evolution of the culture, because it doesn't, like, what we're doing with battles is kind of like what was going on in the neighborhoods. It's just you move it to an arena. But what you're describing is something I don't think that has happened in the culture before. It's like, I mean, I hope people understand the gist of what I'm saying. Like, it's on a big scale. That's kind of a new thing. I mean, do you picture? Is it something like vaudeville? Like it's like the circus where you have these different acts and.
I will let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
all
will
right.
let you know.
All right.
You're good. You're
Yeah,
good. You're
yeah,
good guy.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, what I want to say and to
I
add on
get
this.
it. I know. I know. I figured it out. Okay.
What I want to say is that it's exactly what you said. It's like, remember, action reaction. Is that I did Just the Boo because of the b-boys who say okay,
Yeah.
and also because of Just the Boo become really big because the theater, they were not accepting us like we are. They always wanted to change us, to change our names. Urban dance. No, it's not urban dance. It's street dance. I'm hip hop. I love funk style, and they call it urban dance, urban blah 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 blah, contemporary hip hop. Fuck it. I want me to be me and to bring my people. Okay, I'm not the president, but you know, to bring the family there in a different approach, and I have the plan for the 5 next years. I know you want to know.
No, I'm just kind of taking it in, and trying to think.
But maybe it's gonna be a mistake, and maybe it's gonna fall. You know.
Of course.
That's what I like. It's like in dance to challenge myself. I don't want to stay in the. You know, I could stay with Just the Boo all my life, and same here. And you have a scoop now. If I don't go to the next step in a few years, like 6 years, I will stop Just the Boo as well. In 2022, like 20 years after, if I don't see the next evolution, I will stop it because, okay, we did everything already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been on tour around the world.
Yeah.
We know popping, rocking, hip hop, house, experimental. We start b-boying. So what, you know?
Right.
So if I don't, I will do something else, you know.
Something. So it makes me think. I would actually. I'd like put money on the fact that like the person who wants to be the next Bruce, you know, like 13-year-old, 16-year-old, 19-year-old is for sure gonna watch this. And what would your, you know, advice, encouragement, things to be careful about, like, what would your mentoring to somebody like that be, you know?
Observe a lot. I learned a lot with observing. I observe a lot. You know, I didn't went far at the school because, like I said, I lost my father really early, and I was really bad at school. I was cook, so I observed a lot. So first, observe. Stay like you are. Stay like you are. Because if you do something that you don't feel, it's never gonna be solid. It's not. I think really, we see in the political the fake people, for example, but they're here for 5 years. Just the Boo is here since 18 years already, you know. And I hope I will die and Just the Boo will still be here, you know. But it never comes.
And most importantly, to me, when you trace it back to the beginning, you're like, oh shit, that's like it started real.
Yeah, and that's why every time I start to do something for the bad reason, I lost.
Me too,
I
actually.
lost. Yeah,
I
lost.
totally
I lost.
agree with that.
It's like you take money, you steal money, you buy something with it, and you realize that the money will help you to buy the thing is broken, or the thing is broken. If you're not honest in what you do, it never go far. So this is the second advice. Third, family. I mean, which is the first? Third, which is the first? Family, trust, and listening to people, listening to bad and the good things to make your own, you know, way.
And how about making, like, it's kind of like what you're talking about with your judging, like making difficult decision. Like, one of the things that has really influenced me, I probably heard this like 10 years ago, because prior to that, you know, I was like a kind of typical person, like, oh, why did the president of the company make so much more money than the workers, and, you know, all this stuff. And I read that, like, all the weight is on that guy. Like, everyone else, from the lowest worker to the second in charge, they can always blame it on someone else. But the proof that the psychological weight of the final decision being with you, the proof that that's so hard is how much you have to pay someone to take that on if they don't start it. Some company, to get a guy to become CEO, you have to pay him so much, because it's like every decision, all the hardest decisions that no one else could make, and finally it gets all the way up to you. You know, how have you evolved in that? Because I think that, like, for what it's worth, compared to the beginning of this interview, I would say I envy you less than I did after. It's like, oh, this is hard. What he's doing is so hard. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And you're out in public. Like, the event isn't an idea that we're discussing. It's like, there it is, and then everybody talks. They don't know the story. And if you try to get them all to understand, then the next event will fail, and you just have to keep going. Yeah.
No, that's what I say to some people. You envy me? Take my space. Take my share. Take it.
Please.
Please. No, but really.
I know.
Please take it. After the people will say, yeah, but you wanted to have this seat. No. Basically, I'm an artist who wanted to make an event, and the event took me like a monster. It was like and now when I see that many people are also depending on this, I say, hey, you have now a responsibility, and you have to make it the best way you can, you know. And of course, I'm happy in my life.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm happy that all I did, etc., etc. But I'm working 15 hours a day. Monday, Tuesday, 15 hours. Wednesday, family day. Thursday, Friday, 15 hours. Saturday, Sunday, travel. So, from January to June, I took 70 flights. You know, people say, oh, he's lucky. Yeah, of course I'm lucky. But your body, you know, you're lucky the first year. When you do this for 20 years, it's different, you know. So, but I'm happy with my life, and I'm happy that God gave me this mission. I'm happy with it, and you know. But yeah, for the people who say, yeah, come one day with me. Do what I'm doing. And most of the people who did it, they say, no, it's too hard. It's too hard. I don't want to do it like you. My son, some friends, some people who asked me to be mentored by, to be the mentor, business mentor or whatever. So they were like, whoa, step back. Step back, man. Step back. But I love it. I love it because I don't, for example, the 15 hours, I count it at the end of the year, but when I'm doing it, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
I'm happy to work for this, you know.
Totally. So I was actually thinking this last night as I was preparing for this, is that I was like, oh wow, some people would actually consider what I'm doing like a job. Like, how about that? In my mind, I'm just like, oh my God, I get to do this? Like, wow. But, yeah.
I just want to add something because I forgot.
Please.
I didn't do it alone. I have a big team with me, and people who trust on the project. You know, people like, of course, my wife, my family, but Rose, many people, Margot, Christopher, Nicolas, many people who are in the team who make it happen. Also, the other advice is you can't do it alone. You cannot. You have to know how to have the best team to do it, and it's a real job to choose the right people. It's like you are the captain, and you choose the good team. You know, it's really hard.
Do you have any words on that?
Words on that? Don't work with the family for the family. Work with the family because this guy in your family is really good, but treat him like every other people. don't take decisions. Don't let your heart in the business.
Yeah.
If someone is not doing the good job, you have to say, still in the respect, but we need to split, you know. And this is my hardest part. Sometimes
I bet.
I keep the people, you know,
Yeah.
because I don't want to be split.
And the last thing I can think of that I want to know personally is about, because you work so hard and travel so much, stuff about health and nutrition. I think this is a real, because longevity doesn't come easily, right? Like you said, I don't think you could say a truer thing than, yeah, you can do it 1 year, but whether it's your back or your stomach or, you know, your flexibility or your strength, like staying on top of your life, you know, and, you know, not turning into some, like so many people that have the schedule you have, they turn into alcoholics, they turn into drug addicts, you know, things like this.
I'm sugar addict.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw it. So, no, but the thing is, I always say, and it's not funny at all.
Yeah.
It's not funny at all, and I don't wish to myself this, but some people ask me, how you do? I prepare my cancer. I'm preparing my cancer, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terrible what I'm saying.
It's a horrible thing.
Yeah,
to just say,
I know. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, with this responsibility, with the stress,
yeah,
with the rhythm of life,
yeah,
don't, even if I dance, even, I mean, I don't want, you know, people cry or whatever, but I need to change literally my life if I want to survive long. With my rhythm, it's not possible to live long. I know it already. It's a sacrifice.
How would you have to change your life?
How?
Yeah.
The question is, do I want to change my life?
Do you want to change your life?
You know, we all here for a mission.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, this is like God, spiritual. This is like really what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what do you, how do you, I mean, I feel like at some level, I might be going a little too deep, but it's like, it feels like you've at some level like confronted mortality, like oh wow, I'm gonna die, like it's, you know, and that's, oh wow, that, like I went to, a few days ago, I went to Normandy, to the
Mm-hmm.
D-Day beaches,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, wow, they all, I never understood the fact, I don't know how true it is, but like at least in their hearts, these young American guys, they believed so much in truth and freedom and democracy that they came to a different country and fought for a different country. And it was like, yeah, up the hill, you know, bam, bam, bam.
That was crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. And I was like, because I feel those things very deeply in my heart. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, but what if I die? And it's like, oh, wow, we all die. Like, they died. And but I live. And the spirit that they had when they died maybe transferred into me, and now I'm here for some limited amount of time.
This is exactly this. This is the sense of sacrifice. If you want something, you have to know that when you do something, there is an effect. There is an effect of the thing, and most of the people don't understand. I'm not important. I'm not. We are not important. The mission is important. Music was here before us. Dance was here before us, and we will die for this passion. I am ready to die for this passion, and for the dancers. I don't want you again to make a drama.
No,
but really,
real.
that's what I'm thinking, because the level of stress is so high that I feel it. You know, I feel that my body. You know, it's like. Boom, boom,
and I also feel like in the culture, I'm really happy that, I'm so happy that this is getting recorded, because I feel like, you know, the social media, like here's my story, here's what I'm doing, there's a level of like superficiality that's really easy to experience, I think, for young people that like that can't know yet that when you get something in terms of real meaningful success, it's like you you gave a part of your life.
Yeah, of course, but for real, and you know, and I saw a documentary last time. My son gave it to me. I mean, told me to play it, and it was on the earth and the the climatic things, and I saw all these animals. What make us more important than us?
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Or even
what
the
make
plants
us
or the
more,
trees.
We are not important.
Yeah,
The
okay,
people
yeah.
think they're important because of the ego and the social media game. Hey, if you die tomorrow, it's okay. You're just one person.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes. I agree.
So of course I will take care of myself. I will try. I try to run, to eat better. But
yeah, I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much,
man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Wow. I love it. That was so beautiful. All right.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Peace out. Thank you, Bruce. Wow.
So much. I want you guys. So, and it's not a suicide. Okay, I trust on me, I trust on them, I trust on God. It's not a suicide, it's just an au revoir. I need to make a break of all of this. Because too many hunger, too many fights, too many problems, too many struggling, So you have to understand, and please forgive me for that, but I need to stop for a bit. So maybe the Juste Debout will come back in another format later, but at the moment, and I forgot the people who made it happen as well, the organizers, Joachim, Hiro, Clara, in all the countries, Martin, come here, please, come here, guys, come here. That's the people who made it happen in the world. Mazi from US, Vian from China, sorry, I forgot some of them. Hiro, I told it, Hiro. Maria! So, I don't want it to be dramatic, and I know some people will maybe laugh about the situation, but it's just an au revoir. So keep on going, keep on doing what you do, ok? Continuez à faire ce que vous avez à faire. Moi je sais ce que j'ai à faire, et on fera des choses fortes ensemble. Je vous verrai dans les événements. You will see me in some events. I will be focused on my family, on the dance, on my dance school, on my agency, on my, I want to become a human. I want to become like a human. 3 months in the year. 3 months in the year. I sacrifice so much. With you guys, I don't talk to you. I'm just too fast. I don't talk to them. My family is missing me. I miss my family. So I just need to take a break. And if Juste Debout is coming back, it's going to be maybe in another country, not in France, because I'm fed up about this French system as well. I'm sorry guys, I love France, but I don't like the French system. You understand it? I love my country, but I don't like the French system. And I'm a rebelle. Je suis un rebelle. Je ne peux pas continuer à travailler avec des Français qui ne comprennent rien. Ok? Donc, thank you so much guys. It's just the beginning of something else. It's not finished, but what I say to my students, the students for Juste Debout School and all my family, I say, you know what? Life is like this. You're born, you live, you die. And this is like this. Nobody can change it. God is great, and we have to accept what it's all about. So, Juste Debout born, it was great, 18 years. We are the champions. No one did that before. Clap your hands. No one. No one did that before. And because of you too. Thank you for everybody. Thank you all. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. But now I'm waiting for the next generation to do some other event bigger than mine. I want you to do bigger than mine.
Impossible. I'm sorry for the others, it will be impossible. He stopped us with youth fight. He stopped from breakdancers because he was only breakdancers. In 2002, he came out with the Juste Debout, mean just stand up for dance like poppers, new titles. It will never happen. That's a story, bro. Forever.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I mean, I'm waiting for that. And really now, vraiment les amis, là je me sens plus léger. I feel good, I feel lighter. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. God bless you. Keep on going. Go to the event. Support your brothers. They're doing great events. My brother Sekou, my brother Buddha, Ricky Soul, they're doing great events. Don't put the money on the events, please. We need that. Every year at Juste Debout we lost 100,000 euros every year, minimum. JD what? On peut pas, frérot, ça finit à 8h. Finish at 8:30. But I will announce something. So, I will announce something, guys. Guys, just one thing. The winners of today are still the winners. And maybe the JD girls will come back in another country somewhere else. I keep in mind those winners, okay? The people who went through today, they will compete somewhere else, maybe in the world. So for the popping, we will do it. We will do the popping now, and we never know what's happening. Okay, guys? Forgive me. Thank you so much. Forgive me. Okay.
All right, everybody. I don't wanna, select everything. I feel Bruce. I mean, everybody can feel it. I don't have his family, but we just teach him what Mario Tetris is about. He feel like a kid. Like he's like, oh my God, I miss that. He doesn't have the family time. So right now, he step out. I don't want to be, sorry, Slim and everybody else, but me and my brother, we told this to Bruce, and I think what happened this year, I need a 2020 hip-hop winner. I don't know about the rest, but I'm going to this year, no matter where it is, my hip-hop players, and I'm going to put the money for the winner. I'm going to take all the winners, and we're going to fight, and I need a winner 2020 GG this year. I'm putting the money myself. So whatever what you said, you won't be with me for this last event. If I have to call late 22, I have to call it like that. And for finish, now that's serious. And for finish that, do not forget what he said in the end. The winners from today, is when he said we keep you in mind, it's not just in mind, we keep you in the pepper also. We keep you because next year, like you said, God forbid, we can do the final versus 2020 to 2021. So just to boost tell in mind, he just needs to handle what happened with the politics, with this virus, but his heart is still with you. That's all what he said. Thank you guys.
I would like to say some small words about this, because I've been working with him since 5 years. And I'm telling you that he's the bravest person I've ever met. He's really strong. He can be like, I think he's the most talented people I've ever met. And I hope that he will change his mind, because he is something else. And he's someone else. And I hope that everybody will see him. So if you can make some huge noise from Bruce.
Je voulais chanter ce n'est qu'un au revoir, mais... Ah ouais, attends. Oh. I forgot to mention someone. The voice of just the book. It's not mine. My voice is shit, actually. Nasty. Sometimes we forget the people who are close to me. This guy always supporting me. I love him. The voice of just the book. Okay. Oh. J'ai oublié du monde, je suis désolé. I forgot many people, sorry. And don't trust the medias. Please, we are all together. I went in China, I went in Milan, I went everywhere. I heard the Italian people, I heard the Chinese people. It's okay, man. It's okay. Don't trust others. Don't trust others. The people are afraid of everything. They want to divide us. Stay strong here. Merci. Je voulais chanter une petite chanson C'est des canons. Bon, peut-être à la fin, là. À la fin. Mais il reste encore une catégorie, la famille. Il reste encore le popping. Les poppers, ils sont chauds, ils sont là, ils sont à côté. iPhone 11, ça du genre, quoi. Ouais, ok. Non, mais je te vois depuis tout à l'heure, tu joues les machines, mais t'es, iPhone 11, 256 gigas, 1500, deux loyers. Deux loyers, quoi. Bon, nous allons reprendre un gros big up à tous les DJ. Un gros big up à tous les DJ. Non, mais plus sérieusement, comme plus l'a dit, c'est le qu'un au revoir. C'est pas une mort, c'est une renaissance. Ok?
C'est à cause de la vis, wesh. Non, regarde.